I just learned how to make Iraqi kebabs and I'm going to show you how to make this using some really simple tips and tricks. Hi everyone, I'm Karen Ahmed. Welcome back to my channel. I love Arabic food and recently I came across this delicious recipe for Iraqi kebabs, and let me tell you, it can be hit or miss. It really is a fine line between getting it perfect on the grill. I tried this a few times and I've perfected it, and I'm going to share all of my learnings with you. Before I go any further with this recipe, do make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload a ton of videos every week, so make sure that you're subscribed. Also, ring the bell, that's YouTube's bell icon that will notify you every time I upload a new video. Now, let's get grilling. First thing I need to get started with is the onion and tomato mixture. I have one large onion here. This is a white onion and I'm just going to roughly chop this. I'm going to measure 2 cups and throw it into my food processor. I also have 2 large field tomatoes here and I'm going to roughly chop these as well. They will measure about 4 cups and I'm going to throw this into my food processor as well. Give this a quick blitz, and this is the consistency you're looking for. You want small chunks and not a puree. I have a bowl here with a strainer, and I've also placed a cheesecloth over the strainer. Place all of your processed onion and tomato into the strainer. We want to leave this for at least an hour to drain all the liquid out. In the same food processor, I'm going to add 1.4 kilos, that's roughly 3 pounds of lean minced lamb or beef. The perfect ratio is an 80-20, but if you're just buying your meat pre-packaged, lean is the safest bet. I've tried using some medium ground, but the fat in it caused it to break while cooking, so I prefer to stick to lean for best results. I'm going to try and cram in as much as I can. If you need to, you can just work on this in batches. I'm going to crush a teaspoon of white peppercorns. Iraqi food is very flavorful but mild, and black peppercorns would be just too intense in this recipe. However, if that's all you have, you can use it. Next, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 3 teaspoons of cumin powder, 4 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to give it another blitz, scraping down as you go. Add 2 teaspoons of salt and a 1/4 cup of parsley. I think I may have overcrowded my processor, so I'm just going to take some of this mixture out to make more room. This is much better. I'm going to remove it now and process the other part. For a beginner, this kind of consistency holds well together. But as you get more confident, you can process the meat a bit less. It's now time to see how much water has drained out. The cheesecloth makes this really easy to pick up and wring out all of the liquid. I'm going to keep this aside now and bring back the ground meat. Tip out all of the dehydrated onion and tomato. Always make sure to taste the kebab mixture before it goes on the grill for salt and seasoning. For best results, I'm going to chill this mixture overnight or at least for 2 to 3 hours before skewering. It's now time to skewer. I'm going to preheat my barbecue. This is really important that it's really nice and hot. And while this heats up, I'm going to start skewering the meat. Let's talk quickly about these skewers. You need flat-bladed metal skewers. These are roughly about 1 centimeter wide. I have different types here. This one I borrowed from my friend Ravish Kohli. He's a kebab grill master in our friend circle, and these skewers are smaller and lighter to handle with a nice safe handle. These metal skewers were a gift. I love them because they're clean and they always look new, but also the handle is metal, so it can get really hot and burn your hands if you're not wearing protective mitts. Now these ones are my favorite. The quality of the metal is not as good as the other two, but I do love this bulky wooden handle. Grab a fistful of the ground meat and clamp it onto the skewer. It's important to distribute this evenly. The first time I made these, I added too much and they literally just fell apart. Make sure that the hand working the meat is always moistened. Once you have the meat evenly distributed, you want to flatten this as much as possible. I'm going to skewer the first 6 and then take them outside. Here's another tip. As a first timer, do leave the grills on your barbecue on. They will support the kebab as it cooks. The first time I made these, I got all fancy and removed the grill plates, and I lost a few kebabs to the grill. Allow these to properly cook on one side. I also like to sprinkle these with a blend of sumac and salt before flipping them over to the other side. While the first batch cooks, I will work on the second. This batch will make 16 kebabs. The first batch is done and it's time to remove them to cool. The second batch goes on. Wait till it's cooked on one side. If it sticks to the grill when you lift it, it's not done yet. Now it's the moment of truth. How do you get the meat off the skewer without baking the kebab? There are 2 things you need to try. 1, make sure the skewer is warm and not hot and not cold. And 2, I like to push the meat upwards and then downwards to release the meat, and then it should just slide right off. Batch number 2 is now also cooked, and I'm going to cook another 6 more. And voila, there we have it. These are easy to make and cost a fraction of what you would pay for takeout. I like to serve these with dollops of Toum, aka a simple garlic sauce, lemon slices, more parsley, and a sprinkle of sumac. Enjoy, Habibi. Thank you so much for joining me on Kravings Food Adventures. Did I tell you this was a super recipe? As long as you follow some easy steps, you can make perfect Iraqi kebabs in your own home. Do make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload a ton of videos every week. Share my channel and my videos with your family and friends. And ring the bell, that's YouTube's new bell icon that will notify you every single time I upload a new video. And follow me on all of my social channels. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and even Snapchat. Till I see you next time, happy eating. Take care. Bye.